Ashley Morgan. Coach, can you give us an opening statement, and we'll open up for questions.
Certainly we're very excited to be here. I think for any of the teams that are left in the top 16, everyone is good, and everyone recognizes that if you have an off game, it can be over. And so we're certainly, our intent is to try to go out and play the very best of our ability. And the girls have had a great year. They've worked hard and certainly deserve this opportunity.
Questions?
Coach, how does your routine change now that you're hosting and now you're on the road? How does that change for you guys?
Well, certainly we were glad to have hosted for the simple fact that we also ended our conference season by being on the road 3 weekends in a row. So it was nice to just kind of have that little bit of break before we've gone on the road again. I think the biggest thing you have to do at this point in the season is more about managing everything. Trying to keep people healthy, keep people focused on what they need to do. Every team is facing the same thing with end of the year fatigue, with finals coming up for all these kids, and so it's really a matter of getting them focused on what they need to do here at the tournament and at match time.
Coach, what's it like just for your team to kind of walk back in here? I mean, it's all the same. I mean, the young ladies kind of been through it, and this is the second time they're going to be here.
Well, certainly they do a great job here hosting. I have a lot of respect for Minnesota and their program here, and to have the opportunity to come up here and play again is great for the girls. And certainly we feel good about what we did 2 years ago, coming in and being able to win that first round of the Sweet 16 and go into the Elite 8. I think the girls know that it is it's big time whenever you're playing at a level like this, and that they just have to be able to settle down and relax and try to be ready to play.
Rachel, can you kind of talk about being back here? I mean, I know the talk all week was, I can't wait to get back, and you even mentioned the reporters, that it kind of would bring back a flood of memories. I mean,
yeah.
does it kind of do that for you?
Yeah, definitely. I remember walking in here a couple of years ago and just everything being a shock, but being back here now and knowing the level of play, and I know what to expect, and I know what to expect of ourselves, I'm really excited. And go to the Elite 8 in 2009, you always want to push that a little bit more, so I'm looking forward to playing here and hopefully pushing through to Final Four.
You talk about Purdue, obviously a very talented team, one of the best teams in the nation. What do they present that may be a challenge for your team tomorrow night?
I mean, we've never played Purdue before, but watching film on them and looking up their results, I think they are a really talented team. They're a big team. They probably have a lot of confidence. So I think coming out and having the confidence in ourselves is going to be the biggest thing for us. So the challenges will be their experience, and they're top 5th seed, so I'm sure they have a lot to play for as well.
Katie, your first time here. What's it like for you, kind of seeing the big environment? I mean, obviously one of the biggest environments you all played in this year.
Yeah, I mean, hearing the girls talk about 2009 season and how good of an experience it was for them, I think it's just a good opportunity for us new girls to be able to come in and really see what it's all about, and hopefully we can repeat the Elite 8 and then hopefully even more.
How big, especially for you guys defensively, to really be able to pass the way you guys want to? I mean, how much of a confidence booster does that give you? Should you be able to kind of effectively pass tomorrow night?
Yeah, I mean, I think our passing game is going to be really important for our getting a victory against Purdue, because they are such a strong team, and I think defensively with digging, as long as we can dig and then rely on our offense, which has been great all season. So I think as long as we can get the pass up and play defense like we have been all season, I think we should be okay.
Can you talk about playing on a sports court? Maybe some people have never played on it before. What's the difference in playing on wood like you do inside Tully Gym versus playing on an environment like this?
Well, there are a little bit of differences. I think that's one reason that it's good to be able to have that practice time the day before, just to get used to it. I don't think we've played on a sport court at all this year, but a lot of teams don't. I don't think that's even their normal court. I think they usually play on wood, I believe. So, everyone has to make a little bit of an adjustment there when they get to the end of the year, and they'll be able to pick that up pretty quick, I think, and each team will have about the same advantage and or disadvantage. We know Purdue is going to be strong. They're looking at coming in and trying to make a run to the Final Four. They've only got losses to Nebraska, Illinois, and Penn State, so that says right there how good a team they are, and they're going to be very dangerous, and they're certainly playing with a lot of confidence right now.
How important do you feel it is to contain a hitter like Ariel Turner, trying to get the blockers on her so she doesn't hurt you guys herself?
Obviously, obviously she has the potential to go off and just do unbelievable because she is a very good player. She has a lot of great attributes. I think for us, it's not so much can we contain her as much as just try to slow her down a little bit and try to contain the rest of their team, because you're really not going to be able to shut her down. But if you can try to line up your defense and do a good job of moving and getting your hands on the ball and getting it up, maybe she has to take a lot of swings. And that's one thing that we're going to try to do is if we can keep bringing the ball up and keep rallying with them, you know, if she's having to take a lot of swings out there, hopefully that's going to in time be able to wear her down a little bit. And for any great hitter, you have great days, you sometimes have off days. So it's a matter of us trying to do our job on our side. I think our defense has got to really work hard to get in position so that we're able to make that dig. So it's going to take a lot of hustle and a lot of focus on our part to try to slow her down a little bit.